YouTube, girl, what's up? I'm Miss Honeybee at the highest, and it's a pleasure to be here today with y'all. Today's segment is going to be a tarot deck review. The particular deck that we're going to be reviewing today is the DC Tarot deck. I'm really thrilled. I have all of these decks that I have been acquiring and I've been building my collection, and as of right now, I'm in love with the collection of decks that I have. And it is an honor and a pleasure to share them with you today. My goal with this particular segment is once a week, I will be coming on here delivering to you a tarot deck review. And I want to dive into what I feel about the deck, what I think about it, how it's working for me, how it has worked for me, and different insights, different tips that I have for working with it, all of that cool stuff. And I came up with this because along my spiritual journey, I realized very early on, in 2016 is when I bought my first tarot deck. It wasn't until 2020 where I started discovering that there were other decks out there. And I'm really grateful and I'm very excited that I had an opportunity to explore so many decks already and really understand tarot as a tool and as a system. And now I use tarot, I use the divination form, tarot, to deliver a number of readings, a number of, divine insights to souls of many different sorts. And I have a very unique approach to tarot. I use tarot mainly as a tool. I actually use tarot only as a tool and not as a system. What that means is that tarot as a system, I do not read the cards traditionally. I do not do spreads. I do not ask questions often. I align myself with frequency and I let my spirit speak through the cards. I allow God's source to speak to me in their myriad of forms through the cards. And so tarot as a system, I feel, is when you align yourself with choosing spreads, traditional or intuitively curated, to assist yourself with divining the message, aligning yourself with using the card's layout and the spread you chose and the questions you ask and the accompanying card. That's a system I personally don't align with. I like to flow and do what I do, how I do what I do, because I am the magic. The cards are simply there to assist and to amplify. So with that, I use tarot as a tool. That means that I am the vessel. That means I am the magic. And I'll be shuffling the cards because they're aligning with my spirit, having a form of consistent action to channel energy. So I'll shuffle the deck over and over and not pull one card. But shuffling the deck is aligning me with the messages that the deck's talking about. So I'll know what cards are there just because I can feel the energy, and that's how they talk to me. And so as we continue to dive into the tarot segments, because the other tarot segment will be a tarot card deep dive. We will choose one card out of the deck that we will be using that week for the tarot review to dive into that particular card and give more insights on it. So I'm thrilled, I'm excited. We have so much that's in store. And with that being said, let's dive in. Actually, before we dive in, I would recommend going to get some water, some tea, some wine, something, because we're gonna chill, we're gonna vibe. I have my weed here and I'm about to smoke. I spent about 7 hours today, y'all, healing this one particular pocket of energy and aligning myself with releasing it to my creator. It's just that I was holding on to it so intently. And it just feels so good to be free of that energy in the way that I was holding on to it, and to allow it to do a myriad of other things, as opposed to being stuck in the way that it was in my body. So to anybody that's here, I want to deliver this message to you. If you are a creator, if you're a creative, if you, whatever type of content you create or whatever type of creatives or art you produce, if you're finding yourself being challenged to show up, to be consistent, to remain involved, look into the energy that is attracting your attention and distracting you from immediate satisfaction or immediate results or immediate that energy from what you want. Let's say, for example, you're wanting to be a singer. As opposed to trying to focus so much on writing the music because you're having challenges there, focus on the parts of yourself that feel hurt from the moments when they showed up as a singer, choosing that willingly, authentically, naturally for themselves as a child, and was told to shut the fuck up, told to be quiet, told to stop singing, told they don't have no singing chops, told they sound like dying cats. Allow yourself to liberate you from that energy first, and then let your creativity flow through that release. Because then you won't have a blockage there holding you back from the creativity in the lane that you're wanting to be in, because there's hurt from the experiences that you had prior in that lane. Amen. What I released today was a lot of hurt. What I released today was a lot of resentment. What I released today was a lot of it was a lot of this. It was a lot of this because I was like, oh, how dare you? How dare you? How dare this? How dare the audacity? Yeah, it was that. And I needed to be able to let that go, because that resentment right there was holding me back from receiving love from genuine souls that want to love on me simply. And it would piss me off how certain people would choose to love. And I would say, why do you love like that? It's just, ugh. And I would have so much criticism for how they would show up and be like, ugh. And I realized that that is such a toxic behavior, because all forms of love is beautiful, even if it's not harmonious with my present required love. There's a love that I need always, and I provide myself with that. And sometimes people give me love that I don't need. And it's up to me in those moments to say, baby, I don't need that right now. Baby, I don't want that right now. I don't desire that. That's okay. Ooh, and it's okay for me to say those things. It's okay for me to be like, I want my love right now. I don't really want yours. Keep yours. Keep yours for you. No shade. Just keep yours for you, though. Because I'm Gucci. I'm good. I'm good with my own love like this. I'm good with my love over here. I'm good like this. I love my love, and I want my love right now, and yours is getting in the way of mine. And move, because I want mine. Yeah. My love is what I want right now, baby. Come on, because my love feels healing and whole. My love to me feels warm and secure. My love to me feels sincere and real. My love to me feels supportive and nurturing. My love to me feels complete and welcoming. It feels inviting. It feels personal. My love to me feels personal. I'm just so motherfucking happy about it, nigga. I'm happy about it. Ooh. Amen. Girl, let's light the blunt. Let's light the blunt, bitch. Oh my God. Girl. Bitch, I lit it like I needed it. Light yours too, girl. Don't act like you don't do stuff. Smoke with me, bitch. right. Shout out to Healing Frequency on YouTube. This is receiving immediate help from divine forces, miracles, healing, and total love. 1111. Amen. This particular strain is called cereal milk. I believe this is from CBX. I'm excited to host our very first YouTube live, official, I'm excited. I'll let y'all know when it is though. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's start. Let's get into it. So the deck that we're going to be reviewing today is called the DC Tarot. Okay, this deck was written by Casey Gilly and illustrated by 17th and Oak. Okay, off top, obviously, here you go. The DC Tarot deck comes in this box. I purchased mine off of Amazon, and it was actually a gift. This is what the box looked like. You'll see that they have the different superheroes all around. Casey Gilly's name there. We got Flash, sexy ass over there. Okay, here we got, ooh, come on, Black Green Lantern. Ooh, give it to me, Daddy. Okay. When you open the box, period. So sometimes there's stuff in here. This has a galaxy, a star system in the box there. And then the first thing you see when you open it up is this here. So you have the DC booklet, and it's giving Batman tees. And then you have the blue ribbon. So obviously you move the blue ribbon upward to pull up the book. And this is the book. On the back you have the heart with the swords in it. So it's giving very Three of Swords tea. Obviously the book looked like it's pretty thick. The DC Tarot deck guidebook. It definitely goes in. The contents include an introduction, understanding your tarot deck, your first reading, the major arcana, the minor arcana, tarot readings, and then about the author and illustrator. Pretty standard for any book. And then the inside has imagery like this. When you're looking at the different cards, they're gonna give you a little snippet about the book, about the card. Major arcana, the upright, and the reversed, okay? And that's going to be for all of the major. Then you get into the minor, and then you have the suits. The suits in this deck are labeled wands. Let me check. Let me make sure, actually. The suits in this deck are labeled wands, pentacles, swords, and cups, okay? Sometimes that can change. There will be different variations as we continue this segment. You'll end up experiencing the different titles. Amen. Next, let's look at the different, I'm gonna tell you about the major arcana because I know you're gonna wanna know, and this is before we get into the cards, okay? So the major arcana consists of the Fool is Harley Quinn, period. The Magician is Zatanna. The High Priestess, we have Raven. The Empress, we have Poison Ivy. The Emperor, we have Aquaman. The Hierophant, we have Dr. Fate. The Lovers, we have Apollo and Midnighter. The Chariot, we have the Flash. There's something about the Flash. He just makes me feel real hot up in my coochie, girl. Ooh, I feel like he's just, ooh, eat my box. Yeah. For Strength, we have Cyborg. Amen. The Hermit is Phantom Stranger. The Wheel of Fortune, Green Lantern. Justice, Wonder Woman. The Hanged Man, Plastic Man. Death, Dead Man. Temperance, Martian Manhunter. The Devil, John Constantine. The Tower, the Joker. Wow, that's a sickening ass card. Wait till we look at the cards, y'all. The Star, Supergirl. The Moon, Catwoman. The Sun, Superman. That's a beautiful card as well. Judgment, Batman. That card is sickening. The World, Swamp Thing. Amen. That's also kind of sickening, actually. Cool. And then when you get into the suits, for the suit of wands, we have Starman, we have as the King of Wands, we have Vixen as the Queen of Wands, we have Shazam as the Knight of Wands, and then we have Page of Wands, Stargirl. Okay, and then from there, and then as far as the Ace of Wands has this scepter, but the scepter is what belongs to Starman. Okay, I don't know what he calls that weapon. We're going to have to get into that. We're going to learn. I also purchased these tarot decks and get such a variety of them so I can continue to learn more about tarot and deep dive into tarot as a tool. So that way I can continue to expand upon my own personal spirituality with the use of a tool that is artistic and of creativity that is forever expansive, for it's infinitely as unique as the souls that create them. Amen. Okay, now when we shift into Pentacle energy, and the suit of Pentacles has the King of Pentacles is Lex Luthor, the Queen of Pentacles is Queen Hippolyta, the Knight of Pentacles is Green Lantern, and the Page of Pentacles is Naomi. And then the Pentacles are the Green Lantern rings. Then we have the suit of Swords. King of Swords is Deathstroke. The Queen of Swords is Katana. The Knight of Swords is Robin. The Page of Swords is Huntress. They really did an awesome number on, and then as far as the swords, they are actual blades like katana swords. They did a really great job with who they put as who in this book. From what I know and what I'm learning, I'm like, it's a gag. The suit of cups is, the King of Cups is Black Lightning. Like, come on, that's so fucking spot on. Homie is soft as fuck on the inside, but hard as, you know. Black Lightning is also sexy as fuck. Okay, that's a man who can take me out. That's a man who can take me out. That's a man who can take me out. Black Lightning. Period. That makes sense. There it is. Click clack, woonum, balak, wake neck, oop leak, weak knee, wow. Period. Got it. The Queen of Cups is Nubia. The Knight of Cups, Black Canary. So spot on. And then the Page of Cups, Starfire. Come on. And then the cups are actual, like, not goblins. It's like, you'll see. You'll see. So that's the booklet, okay? Period. Now, let's get into the motherfucking cards, girl. What you came here for. This is obviously the card sitting on the bottom. Let's do that. Obviously, I've already used them, so. This is the inside of the box. That's the inside of the box. Wow. Super, super cute. Super cute. I love this. Okay. So this is the back of the cards. It says DC. It's giving Batman up here, Superman over here. You have Wonder Woman down here. You have Green Lantern over here. And then obviously the DC logo emblem in the center. And then you have this, the way that it feels, listen. They're obviously, they are very, I'm gonna say malleable. Like, you can move these very easily. I'm a girl who loves to shuffle. So I'm going to shift the camera a little bit. I don't know what this angle is gonna be like, but we're just gonna fuck with it. We're just gonna fuck with it, okay? So that way you can see the cards. I want you to focus on the cards, okay? So you're gonna be looking at my body and the cards. Let's move this down even more so you can see them on the table. Here we go. Okay, let me just make sure, obviously my trees ain't on here. Okay, so the cards when they shuffle. Very smooth. Very smooth shuffle. Very smooth. This is personally how I shuffle. I don't shuffle any other way, but I could show you a couple of other things in case, you know, you do your thug thizzle when you bopping them through. Like, amen. You catch that? Obviously, there we go. I want you to be able to see how smooth they move in between each other. That's another thing that I love. They move really smooth in between one another, okay? As far as one card, it's about this thin, okay? Look at that. You see that? I love that. I love that. I love that. I could play with these. I could move with these. I know some of the girls, they like to shuffle like this. Girl, that's not my tea, but you can see how that works. It don't work with me, bitch. It don't work. Look, girl, I hate it. I hate that. I'm not doing it. I don't know how you hoes do that, but okay, let's try that. I don't like it. Ooh, that's just not natural to me. That's not natural. Okay, now that's how they shuffle. That's how they move. That's how they groove, okay? Now let's get into the cards. Let's move you back up. Boom, boom, pow. Yeah, okay. Period. All right, thank y'all for rocking on this journey with me. We're gonna get into a place in a space where I'll have different equipment eventually, and you'll be able to see me sitting at a desk at a table or whatever, and I'll have the mic and you'll be back there, but we'll have everything set up to where there'll be enough zoom in and you'll be able to see the card. It's gonna be cut. We're gonna have it evolve, but this is how we start. This is where we start. So, you know, we gotta start somewhere. So let's just go off the top. We're gonna go through every card. The point of this tarot deck review is for us to not only review the deck like we just did. Oh, let me do my review now, and then we're gonna look at the imagery on the card, and then from there we can close out the video. So that way the video is not mad long, because I'm also uploading 4K videos. And with me uploading 4K videos, it takes a little bit longer for the uploads. And so I want to still be able, it's Thursday right now. The newsletter's due on Sunday. And so because I run my own newspaper, I have to make sure that, you know, I hit my deadline and stuff like that. Y'all are just hearing my cats play with each other. That's just how they play. It's a calico cat and it's a tortoiseshell cat. Allegedly, they're both divas, and I've discovered that just personally hanging out with them both, that they are both diva-esque, the tortoiseshell more so than anything. However, they play with this, like, I don't know, that's how they do. So anyway, they're in the background doing their thing, and we're gonna let them be. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this review, and then we'll go ahead and look at the cards, just so that way we have the most effective video as possible. I can get this out. My goal is to make sure that I am consistent with these videos in deliverance every week, because I'm enjoying this, and it's also challenging me to be more structured in a way that I'm not, and in a way that also really serves my higher purpose. And so I'm really excited about that. So as far as my review goes with the cards, and you'll notice that even when we look at the imagery, my review for this deck is, I give it a 10 out of 10. And that's just because I'm not a really big DC fan, and I'm falling more in love with DC by looking at this deck and playing with this deck. I want y'all both to play over there. I want y'all to leave my stuff alone, because you keep hitting my little cable, girl. And girl, let me be great. Let me be great. I'm already letting y'all do y'all thing in the background. Ugh, don't be disrespectful and just take up all the space. Let's share. So, I give it a 10 out of 10 because I'm not a big DC fan, and I'm wanting to now research these characters because of the deck. Because of the characters that I do know aligning so well with how it's already laid out. I'm like, oh my God, I want to know more. Oh my God, yes, please, like, let me learn more. Like, the fact that the Wands has this tool, this tool, I want to know what it is. I want to know what to call it, because it's I know the power, it must have some sort of power. I know it does something else. It's going to expand how I'm going to be able to read it. Let's take a moment and let's look it up. We're going to look up, what's his name again? It's not Starfire. It's not Stargate. Like, the fact that I keep going back to look it up, Starman. Starman weapon. Cosmic Staff is what it's called. gravity manipulation, magnetic manipulation, deflection, defense force fields, energy protection, energy absorption, energy construct creation. Wow. Heat emission. Whoa. Attunement. And dimensional travel. Wow. Okay, bet. Amen. I love that. See, I love that. I love that. I love this. I love this. When you get me excited about the tarot deck, I'm giving you a 10 out of 10 off jump. I don't give a fuck about anything else. 10 out of 10. Hell yeah. You got me excited. If you can get me excited, get me thrilled, bitch, 10 out of 10. Let's go. Let's hang out. Let's kick it. And so the other reason why I love this deck as well is that there's a lot of color. I love that the black background of the cards give it such vibrant color. I also love that it's kind of giving homo. On this particular deck gives me gay. It gives me LGBTQ, bitch. IAP plus ABT. You know, BET and MTV, bitch. TRL, everything. I'm living uncut. I like it. I really like it. I also love that they have, like, the Empress is Poison Ivy. Duh, that makes sense. The Moon is Selena Kyle. And both of those cards, they eat. Look at the imagery. Look at how clear it is. Look at how clear it is. Look at how smooth it is up close. Look at the stars in the background. Bro, look at her shadow. Look at the moon. And then I love that they have Roman numerology as well. Look at Poison Ivy, girl. Do you see? Bro, look at her outfit. Look at the textures, where the textures are. Like, do you see all that? She's sitting on a log. There's flowers there. But her body's giving thorns almost if you get too close, depending on what parts of the body, but also what, like, you see the colors. I love all of that shit. Look at this. These are the ones we looked at. Look. Like the Three of Swords gives me, okay, ouch, but at the same time, hold on, I got questions. The Three of Swords gives me pain, but it's not pain that takes me out, kaput, eradicate. It gives me, okay, I could work through this, but it's just gonna be a doozy as fuck. Like, look at the pentacles, bitch, what? I love it. Okay, I will say this as well. You have to be a person who knows tarot and channels when you're reading with the DC Tarot deck. I'm gonna be honest. If you're a person who needs the cards to give you a message, like if you need the cards to tell you what the fuck the message is about, that's not this deck, boo. The DC Tarot deck is not that, girl. I'm gonna be honest. Like, just looking at this right here, it's not giving me much. If I'm looking at it face value, it's not giving me much. I have to dive into this bitch, which means that I have to understand divination, which means that I have to understand the tool that I use to divine. For me, I am the main tool that I use. My clairs in general give me tea down back, okay? And then my natural form of conversation in here and how I interact with me, also TikTok, okay? Just looking at this, you're not gonna get much information. If you're looking at Rider-Waite Tarot, you will get much more from the Three of Swords with the clouds and the everything. And you know, this one's really, it's just giving you a heart with some swords. You know what I mean? If you're looking at the moon, it's just Selena Kyle. So unless you know DC and you know about Selena Kyle, you know about Catwoman, you know about her alter ego, you know about her hidden self, you know about the hidden self she only lets certain people see, you would have to know her story, dive into some things in order for you to get some information about this shit. You get what I'm saying? Little girl, you're ugly. I swear to God, ugly. That's how I feel about you right now. You're ugly. Move. She's on my nerves. I want to do my video and she's every which way. She's been playing for hours on 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 hours. She's been playing for hours. Literally for hours. And I don't care about it. Play, do what you want to do. But the moment I want to do something too though, and now you're going to be in my way and in my space and you fucking up my shit, I'm going to have something to say about it. But other than that, make noise, do stuff. I don't care. You know what I mean? But bitch, stay out my way though. Because at that point, I get ruthless. And I don't care about it. Look. Shit, she knows she cute, but I'm going to call you ugly when you acting like that. See what I said? Okay. Look at these cards here. This is the one with Constantine, and that's the Martian. He's about to be on the stripper pole, but really he's pouring some liquid. Like, you see what I'm saying? The cards don't necessarily, they have a lot of detail. Like, he's in a motherfucking cemetery. You know, that's the devil. This is the devil card. I love how they have the stars in the back. Like, look at the flames coming out of his hand. You can tell in his face that he's like deeply contemplative. My nails, ew. My nails up close are atrocious. That was terrible, but it's okay. It happens sometimes, girl. I gotta get them done and I gotta clean. Okay. Wow. I didn't like that y'all had to see that, but it's okay. It happens. Whatever, bitch. Whatever. Okay. Boom. This is more of them. Like, look at him up close. Girl, I'm self-conscious now. I'm not gonna be self-conscious. Y'all just gonna have to eat that shit. Y'all gonna have to just eat it today. Look at that, like, bam, look at her facial expressions and shit. Like, I love the artistry on here. It's very clean, you know? I guess it's given like a digital print or something of that sort on here. This is the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. Like, this is fierce, okay? This is a Knight of Swords who's getting business done. I love the cups energy. This is the Nine of Cups, the Page of Cups. I know my camera's inverted, so you guys are looking at the cards technically backwards, but it's cool, boo. You're getting what you need, honey, okay? You're getting what you need. You can at least see the deck and everything before you go get it. And you could decide whether or not it's for you. Look at the Knight of Cups and the Chariot. Wow. Period, girl. She better sing. And look, there's a band in the background. Period. I love her outfit and everything. It's giving spot on with the boots. Period. Look at Flash. He always got that little smirk as if anybody could see it. Sir, you're moving so fast. Are you smirking or is the wind just blowing your face back? Okay, period. This is the Ten of Cups and the Sun card. I told you the Sun card was fierce, y'all. I love the shadow of the cape and everything. Period. Look at the details in there. Okay, so this is the Wonder Woman card. This is the Wonder Woman. So Wonder Woman seems to have a little bit more energy over the cups. Or she seems, not energy, Wonder Woman, her pantheon shows up, if you will, in the cups energy. But she's not in there per se. Well, I guess she is because she's the Ten of Cups. Okay, I see. Because that would technically be her right there. Boom. Next up, we have the Star. Period. Wow. The Four of Cups. Look at the grass on the bottom. Like, look at it, bitch. Like, it's really beautiful. The little emblem right up the top. We got Harley Quinn as the Fool. Pow. Okay. I live. I love Harley Quinn as the Fool. Because it gives that energy of, like, Harley Quinn always knows that she's safe. She always knows that she's Gucci. The Three of Wands. And what was it called again? The Cosmic Staff. Shows up as the Three of Wands. Okay. What I would recommend with this particular type of deck as well is when working with this deck, with the DC Marvel deck, I feel like you're going to need to pay attention to the cards. And this is with anything in divination. You're going to want to make sure that your soul is speaking. You're going to want to what I would recommend is, like, let's say, for example, this is the card you're reading. I would be like, okay, Spirit, with this particular Seven of Swords that I am looking at, show me which elements it is that's catching that, that I'm meant to look at. So boom, we have the fist here. I'm seeing this one right here. Boom. And then I'm like, okay, well, Spirit, what does this mean? What would it mean? And Spirit's like, okay, well, what do you see? And I'm like, okay, well, I see this person putting this sword in between these other three swords that are split. So it's making me feel like somebody's putting an end to something, or stopping, a battle or a fight or something going down. Like somebody was able to feel that there was some animosity or something happening, and now there's a split in between. And Spirit's like, exactly, that's how you would read this card. Spirit's like, just step away, because this deck is not a traditional Rider-Waite deck. Don't try to deliver a traditional message. Deliver a message that will fit with the imagery that you're looking at, and what this would, and how it would fit the situation. That's how I feel like best reading this. For example, even with this one, the Two of Cups, I would be like, okay, well, we have both fire and we have water, and they're blending together. And so I would say, it seems that we have two different elements, or two different souls, two different beings, two different versions of life or selves that are harmonizing, and normally they would not go together, or one wouldn't assume that they would fit together. However, this particular union is one that is of divine orchestration, because it's just so perfect in its unification, which is why it does not combust, because both parties are able to be both of themselves just enough right before it will cause anything destructive. Ashe and amen, period. So those are some things that I would say about this deck. Okay, so this is what some of the cards look like. From here, I'm gonna do a little bit more moving forward, because I feel like we got a pretty good review here of the deck, and of the deck. And I feel that now you guys are able to see what the cards look like, so you can get an idea of whether or not you really want to buy the deck. I am not here to tell you, yes, buy it, or no, don't buy it. That's for you to do with yourself. Personally, what I feel with this deck is just that there's a lot of beautiful imagery, and whether or not you're a DC person, I feel that it can catch your eye. And I feel that if you're a person who naturally loves to divine, and when I say divine, I mean that you're a person who naturally loves to pull messages that, out of just everyday ordinances, you love to pull deeper messages out of what's being presented to you. Oh, I love that you have like the Wonder Woman lasso gathering all of the cosmic staffs. Well, I love that the cups also have these like tiers all the time, like these building tiers, these building blocks. And it switches between fire and water, which I love, because emotions can sometimes be so intense that, the water you're in is boiling, honey, okay? And it burns. Get it in? My name is Bernard, technically, so it burns. My dad's name is Bern, so that's cool. Wow, this card here with the Five of Pentacles looks like this person's like, damn, this is all I got left. After all of that. But then it's like, hold on though, but look what he's holding. The Pentacles are the actual Green Lantern ring. So one ring is capable of doing absolutely every fucking thing on the planet. And you got 5 of them? Bro, like, it's like, wait a minute, you actually have more than what you think. Period, okay? Look at the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles having all of the fists with the rings on makes me feel like the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles go together by saying, oh wow, the problem isn't what you have. The problem isn't what you have, it's what you don't have. You need people. You need people. Come on, Ari Lennox. You need people, because you need where are your brethren at? The issue isn't, well, I only have 5 rings. No, the issue is, where are the 4 other fucking people that are supposed to be wearing these rings? Because I'm feeling like there's other bodies missing. There's people not here that are supposed to be. And so now physically, I feel unsupported. Physically, I feel like I have lost. And then at that point, if you're also paying for their funerals, then boom. And then if you're the Green Lantern, depending on what kind of damage was done, you may have to also cover some cost. Maybe you also told some people about your secret of being the Green Lantern, then you also gifted them with the gifts, and then you're now dealing with the aftermath of having to demote them from this, or having to transcend them into their next journey and release them, promoting them into their next thing. You know what I mean? But you're still sitting there with 5 rings and you're like, damn, I need new people to put these rings onto, which means now I got to go do more work. I need to go teach some people and la 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 la, all of that. Like, okay, I got more stuff to do. I got more stuff to do. And so it may feel like shit. Amen. Sickening. 2 of Wands. Like the 2 of Wands just give you the 2 staffs. And obviously you have like the electricity and stuff. So with this deck, again, y'all, you're gonna wanna like know how to read tarot. You don't wanna be a beginner getting this deck. I don't recommend being a beginner and then getting this deck. Unless you're a beginner reading tarot, but you're not a beginner divining. If you're a beginner in divination, do not get this deck. Unless you feel like, no, bitch, I'm doing what I want to do. Then do what you want to do and get it, embody it, and you'll be fine. And I believe in you, period. Because that's some shit that I would do. I'd be like, bitch, I'm getting what I want. The deck is cute. I like the imagery. I love that this 7 of Cups also looks like angel wings in the background. Period. This deck also makes me feel like it gives you solutions rather than problems. Like I feel like if you have an issue that you want to work through and you're like, let me use tarot as a tool to work through this situation, this deck will give you the answers. I feel like this deck comes in to just give you answers. It's not trying to give you no other hoopla. It's like, bitch, here. Bitch, here. It feels like that. I really love this Black Lightning card, King of Cups. Oh, wow. Ironically, we get the Tower and Judgment. Ironically, we get the Tower and Judgment. We get Batman and the Joker. Wow. Like, you can't tell me this shit ain't sick, bro. This shit is sickening. And so this is what I love, is that when you get into tarot and after a while, when when you know what you're doing, you tap into these more intricate decks that are more where it's a deck that is about a world that already exists, And when you tap into that shit, oh my God. Wow, King of Swords and the Ace of Swords together. This is when you can start deepening your ability to divine, and this is going to allow for you to pull divine messages out of everything, everywhere. You'll be looking at the refrigerator and how the refrigerator opens and pull a goddamn message, okay? Wow. So beautiful. I also love that this deck, it doesn't oversatiate with like people. Like a whole, like, I love that there's not a whole bunch of DC characters where you're like, bitch, who are all of these people? Like a new person on every card or, some shit like that. I do love it. I think that what this deck could also do, like just an addition, would be to tell the story, would be each suit would be a particular, like Batman, Superman, but it would also tell the story throughout that suit of that particular fool and their journey. and that imagery will be on the cards, and when you look at them all together, it would be like a comic of a full story, but without words and just imagery, and it would blend and also move into one another, but also stand alone separate. Like that's something that this would be able to do. Like if they were to do a DC deck too and hire me as creative director or creative collaborator, creative consultant. Like, look at that. There's just a lot of detail that I enjoy. And it's really clean. Like, look at how pretty that Ace of Wands is. What? Talk about it, bro. The Three of Pentacles with all of the Green Lanterns working together. With 3 of the Green Lanterns working together. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bitch, look at her wig. Bitch, she's giving you wig, bitch. It does look like it's just a black hole behind her head, but it's supposed to be her wig. Give it, honey. Give it. Okay, Huntress. Like, look at the buildings. Look at the shiny ass blade. Look at her fucking boots with the knee. Girl. Also, when you guys are reading tarot, pay attention to shit like this. Like how she's facing, like this is the 7 of Wands, right? And obviously it looks like these people are prepared for battle. Page of Swords. It looks like she's ready to go to War II. They're facing towards one another. This Page of Swords, this young buck, whoever she is, she said, bitch, I don't give a fuck who they are. I don't care how many people's coming at me. I'm coming at you, ho, too, so you better be ready. And I'm suited and booted, girl. Look. She said, talk about it. What you want? She said, what you want? Talk about it. We got Dead Man in the Page of Wands, Starfire. Or I think that's what they said her name was, Starfire or something like that. Or Starlight. I don't know. The DC have different names and weird names. I don't know. It's not, I don't know. I don't need to say I don't know. You can look it up right here. I'm not settling with that bullshit. I don't know. Then figure it the fuck out. Star Girl. I was right. Period. Don't settle with that mediocre shit. I don't know. Then find out. Ew, you're doing a review. Don't be basic, ho. Look at how deep, look at how clean and crisp. Wow, look how she's holding. I don't know what that is though. Oh my God, I said it again. It's okay. I cannot know things. It's okay. As actually what I want to say is, I wonder what that thing is in her hand. That's what I want to say. I wonder what's in her hands. Okay. Well, let's look up who she is first. The Queen of Wands. So this is Vixen. Let's look, okay. Vixen, DC. Oh, animal-driven abilities, combat skill, flight, enhanced speed, enhanced strength, superhuman agility. She has the speed of a cheetah, the charging force of a bull, the ferocity of a tiger. The strengths, abilities, and attributes of the entire animal kingdom are at the beck and call of the Mari Macabre, who channels these powers through a magical family heirloom to battle those who would harm the natural world as the superhero Vixen. I'm glad I looked that up. See what happens, honey, when you research. Don't be lazy. It's basic and it's boo-boo and it gets you nowhere. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Pentacles. How ironic. You see what happens? Look how beautiful this energy is when you change your motherfucking attitude and you change your actions. Real time. Remember I said I didn't want this video to be like that long, and it's an hour. However, we really did do a great review here, and we allowed ourselves, Lex Luthor is sexy too, and we got ourselves an opportunity. I love how it looks like mountains in the background with the flames. Because I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this, and I don't have to rush. And that's one of the things I'm learning, is not rushing through what I love to do and being like, well, I got to do 14 videos. Like, well, this is the first one, so I got to do 13 more videos. And it's like, I have to do 13 videos by the end of Sunday night and da-da-da-da. So and it's like, no, let me not rush through that. Let me be excited about, oh my God, I got 14 videos to record. This is beautiful. I'm excited to take my time with each one, and I'm going to have a great time with everyone. And whatever it takes and whatever time it takes and whatever that process is, I will enjoy every bit of it, and we'll be thrilled. We'll be thrilled. We'll have fun. We'll have fun. And that's, that is Starman. So there's a Star Man and there's a Star Girl. The Hermit is Phantom Stranger. Yeah, there. You see how crisp that shit is? Come on now. I'm just really learning how to slow down. And this is the Emperor. Beautiful. You know what I also think is kind of cool? That orb, that entire like light body, that orb, that aura that is around him. Really cool. So that is the DC Tarot, y'all. That is the DC Tarot. Let me know in the comments what you think, what you feel. Let me know if there's what your favorites are, if you guys have any favorites. I'm so excited. If you guys want to gift me any new tarot decks that I will be able to review on here, link is in, if you check the description box will give you my Linktree and my website, so that way you can check out www.EyeGotThyme.com. EyeGotThyme.com, and you'll have access to my Amazon wish list, also in the Linktree, and all that information in the description box. So yeah, if there are any other decks that you have that you create personally and you're like, I would love to send you a deck to review, or you want to gift me a deck to review, whatever that is, and you're like, what's your PO box, what's your mailing address, just reach out to me, email me, and boom, boom, pow, bro. We're gonna have a really great time. The next video that you'll end up seeing from me will be a tarot card deep dive. So I'll shuffle the deck, whatever card comes out, we'll go ahead and just do a deep dive into that particular card. And I'm excited to teach you guys more about my version of tarot, my insights, my tarot insights. I'm excited to teach you about my tarot insights. Thank you guys for this. Thank you. Thank you. This is so much fun. I'm really glad that I allowed myself to get up and do this. Just this one different thing that I'm allowing myself to do already feels like I'm progressing or propelling myself forward. And that feels good to me. That feels really good. Really good. So thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon. And subscribe to the weekly newsletter. I love you. Peace out, bro.